Hello all, this session is about the bubble sort. Bubble sort is not so efficient, but still it is one of the popular, in place and stable sorting algorithm. It works by comparing two adjacent elements and swapping them if they are out of order. For example, if we have to sort these five elements using bubble sort in ascending order such that the minimum element comes at index 0 and the maximum element at index 4, then we start by comparing 8 and 1. Since 8 is greater than 1, so we have to swap. Then 8 and 7 will be compared. Again, 8 is greater than 7, so swap. Compare 8 with 5 now and swap as 8 is greater than 5. Lastly, 8 and 2 will be compared and swap. This completes the first pass of the bubble sort algorithm. In the next pass, we have to work with the four elements only, as the position of the largest element is fixed now. We have to again repeat the same process. Compare 1 and 7. Since 7 is greater than 1, so no swap will happen. Then compare 7 and 5. Here we have to swap as 7 is greater than 5. Also 7 is greater than 2, so we have to swap again. This completes the second pass of the algorithm. In the third pass, we have to work only with the elements which are still to be sorted. That is 1, 5 and 2. As we have finalized the positions of two of the elements, that is 7 and 8 already. Comparison of 1 and 5 will not change anything now, but 5 is greater than 2, so exchange will happen. In the last pass, we have to compare 1 with 2, but they are already at their correct positions, so we have to end with the algorithm now, and the desired sequence will be 1, 2, 5, 7 and 8. In a similar way, one can use the same concept to sort the elements in descending order, that is, compare and swap the adjacent elements wherever needed, as is shown here. Here we are using bubble sort algorithm to sort the sequence in descending order. The algorithm to implement the bubble sort to arrange elements in increasing order may go like this. The first for loop is for the number of passes, which will always be one less than the total number of elements in the array. The inner for loop is meant to compare the adjacent elements. If the condition at line 3 is satisfied, then we have to swap. Once the execution completes, the array A will have the required sorted sequence. In all the cases, the complexity of bubble sort comes out to be n squared. However, one may think of an optimized version of bubble sort algorithm. By optimized, we mean the moment the array contents get sorted, just stop the process. To understand this point, let's take an example now. We have to sort the given elements in increasing order. Using bubble sort algorithm, 5 being the maximum element will be swapped each time during the comparison with other elements. Thus, after first pass, we actually get a sorted sequence. In other words, what we can say is that there will not be any swapping of elements in remaining passes of the algorithm. So the optimized bubble sort says that if there is no swapping in a pass, then that signifies that the sequence is sorted now. So basically, we have to write a logic to identify if a swap is happening or not. Here, we have a basic bubble sort procedure. We just have to include the logic to identify if a swap has happened or not in a pass. For this, one may use a Boolean variable flag and initialize it to true during the start of each pass at line number 2. Whenever a swap happens, just change this flag to false, as is shown at line number 5. Then, at the end of a pass, we just have to check the value of flag. If it is true, then that means no swapping is done. So, just stop by breaking the loop. This bit of change in the procedure reduces the complexity of best case to linear, that is when the elements are already sorted. So the algorithm is going to take linear amount of time. But the complexity of average as well as worst case, it still come out to be of order of n square. Thank you.